my name's Enola. If you are new here, then welcome. If you are returning, then thank you and welcome back. If you like hearing about all things theatre and then a bit of lifestyle and a few deep chats and pep talks thrown in, then do click subscribe and give this video a nice thumbs up if you like it. I'll leave links to my social media down below. I mainly use Twitter, so do join me and follow me on Twitter. So today, as you can see, I've got my lovely Christmas tree in the background. I thought I'd be a little bit festive in this video. Myself and Sophia, my partner, put the tree up on the 1st of December, so straight in there. Again, you'll probably hear my cat in the background because he literally has to be in every single room that I ever film videos in. Hello, my name's Winter and I love to be in every single video that Enola does. Today I'm just coming at you with a short little video. It's another pep talk from Knowles. I may do a few of these now and again on my channel for anyone who's after some motivation, especially in the industry of showbiz, performing arts, theatre, TV, all that jazz. If you ever need a little pick-me-up, then this is a channel you should come to. So I'm an actress and singer myself, and I have experience in the industry at different levels, and sometimes I like to share that with people and also offer some advice and tips and tricks to help those that are just starting out in the industry or those that just want to kind of, you know, hear someone else's experience and know that they are not alone. Okay, rambling. One of my traits is definitely rambling, so I do apologise. Today's video is going to be all about understanding and handling rejection. Now, this could be for just general life, but I'm kind of aiming it a bit more specifically to those that are actors, singers in the industry, that kind of field. But you can also take this advice as just general life advice as well. So the big word, rejection. It's not nice to be rejected. As humans, whenever we experience a bout of rejection, we're gonna obviously feel a bit down, and it takes a little bit of time for us to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off. That is only natural and that can be expected, but I'm here to give you a small pep talk on some ways that you can turn rejection into a positive. If, for example, you've recently had an audition or you've recently wrote into a casting director or an agent asking for a meeting or anything like that, and then you've had that dreaded email or phone call saying that it hasn't worked out for you this time. This obviously is a form of rejection, and it's not nice to receive those phone calls or those emails, and it doesn't get any easier. I firsthand have experienced this kind of rejection, and I can tell you it doesn't matter how many times it happens, it's always a horrible feeling. So I'm going to draw on my own experiences as to what I do nowadays to handle this kind of rejection, and hopefully you guys can take something away from this video. My cat is playing with a shot glass, like, what is going on? Okay. Some people might not suggest this, but I think it's important to kind of do this, is to wallow. A good old-fashioned wallow. As Lorelai Gilmore would say to Rory whenever she broke up with the boyfriend, wallow. You need to take that time to kind of process what's just happened. For example, I've just had an audition, I thought it went really well, I really wanted that job, but I've just been informed that I was unsuccessful this time. That's gonna hurt. Like, if you really wanted something and then you didn't get it, that's always gonna be a little punch in the gut. I would say a good way to deal with this is to kind of feel what you feel and let it all out, express yourself, kind of be sad, cry if you need to have a little cry, have a little rant to your friend or your partner or your parents or someone that's gonna like be a bit of a comfort blanket for you. Allow yourself time to feel what you feel, but then it's important that you then move on from it. I'm not saying go and cry for days, shut yourself away from the world and kind of be like, my life is over, because it's not. I'm just kind of saying take a couple of hours or one day to process that, and then dust yourself off, know your worth, know that it's nothing to do with you, it's just, you know, everything happens for a reason. A door closes and a window opens. Like, as long as you just wallow and then put it to the side and move on, then you're good to go. Another thing I would say when it comes to rejections, and I know it's easier said than done, but try not to take it personally. Usually there's a lot of things that go into like deciding who gets a job, who gets a role. Most of the time it's completely out of your control. And it could just be as little as your hair colour was not quite right for that role. It does not define how you are as an actor or a singer or a performer. It doesn't define your talent. It's basically just more or less either wrong time, like the timing's not right, or it just so happens that someone may have just been better suited to that at that time. In this industry, you often don't get a lot of feedback, so it then leaves room for you to start overthinking and analysing for yourself because you haven't had that clarification or closure. People in the industry, they have started to sometimes give people feedback, and I think that's a great thing. When you get feedback for something, you feel like you've been acknowledged, and it's constructive, and that's good. So I really admire people who do give feedback. But not every casting director is going to have time to give you constructive criticism because they just have so many people that they have to email and talk to in a day. My best advice I could give you is know who you are and know that your talent is enough. You are enough. You can do all this. You just weren't suited to that one particular thing at that one particular time. But that means that so many opportunities are going to lie ahead for you. Train your mind to have that faith. Hope can be a fragile thing, but it's a thing. You should have hope. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't have hope and you shouldn't have belief. You should have that in yourself. If it's to do with agents, it may just be something like they have too many people on their books already that look like you. It could just be that they've just taken on a load of people. So you just have to carry on being you, embrace everything that you are, and just know that when the time is right, something will be there for you. The stars will align. Another piece of advice in terms of rejection, I would say, do not let this determine how you see your career and how you then go about your career. Even if you get a few rejections in a row, you should not then be like, okay, it's me, I'm really bad, I'm not good enough. We are humans and we will blame ourselves first and foremost. We'll beat ourselves up about things and then we'll end up comparing ourselves to other people, and then we'll analyse why we didn't get the job and why we're so horrifically bad at stuff. You're going to start to have all these negative, horrible thoughts flood your brain, and that is not great. In life, there's always going to be obstacles. Sometimes you'll be able to jump over them or crash through them. Sometimes they are going to set you back a little bit and you'll feel a bit rubbish, but then it's just important that you stay focused on what's in front of you and you just go with conviction towards your goals. Then you're always going to end up being successful because it's impossible not to be. It's only when you lie down and admit defeat and give up, that's when obviously you won't be successful because you've taken yourself out of the game. Stay in the game and you're already halfway there. Yeah, so bottom line there, don't let it determine the rest of your career. Another important thing about rejection, I think, is let it be a lesson. Take each failure and rejection as a lesson and learn from it. I mentioned in other videos about Rob Dial, the mindset mentor, who myself and Sophia listen to. He's great. And another person I will now shout out is Ross Grant. Amazing. I can't believe I've only just signed up to his Act on This podcasts and network. He has so much insight into the industry, so I'd highly recommend that you check him out. I'll leave the link to Act on This below. I've heard from these two platforms that failure is a good thing. You need to fail and have rejections in order to then succeed and also embrace triumphs. When you actually get a job and when you actually get an agent that you want or a meeting or whatever it is in life, when you actually get that, then you appreciate it so much more and you know that you've stayed on track and you've worked for it. It's just teaching you to be resilient and teaching you to carry on and succeed. I think especially in an industry like acting, singing, musical theatre, performing, of any aspect, you have to have some form of thick skin. Now, I'm a naturally sensitive person. My skin over the years was not thick, and there's been many times that I have cried myself to sleep. My attitude has completely changed towards it now. I still have some down days, I'm only human, we all do. No matter what, as long as you keep going, you're gonna get to that end goal. You are. And I believe in you. I think it's important also to trust the timings of things, trust the universe, it's got your back, and some people don't believe in that, but I'm a true believer in it, and I do think that timing is important. We're all on our own journey and we're all on our own clock, so it's all our own time and it's different from everyone else's. So if something hasn't quite worked out for you now, doesn't mean it never will. Things that are meant for you will not pass you. Sometimes it's hard to see through the blurry abyss when you're just this isn't happening, what more can I do? It's really hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to see clearly in those times, but you just have to persevere. So all I can recommend is keep yourself motivated, do things that you love, take up a new hobby, distract your mind from feeling negative and do something positive. And once you start to feel those positive vibes again, you will stay on track and you will, you'll be yeah, I can do this. It's all about mindset and it doesn't really matter about anyone else's opinion of you, because you should just stay true to who you are and believe in yourself, and that will get you places. So for example, say you really want a job and you've auditioned for this particular job a few years in the running, where the auditions come around every year, like a cruise ship or something like that. But let's just say that every single year you kind of rejected. I hate saying that word, but I wouldn't see that as a negative thing. I would see that as maybe something bigger and better is out there for you. Trust in the universe. As much as it's easier said than done, believe that there is another path for you. There's something that's coming your way, but it's just not quite the right time, and so life is going to give you these failures and rejections to help build you up, and it's life experience as well. This is the kind of industry where you can literally work at any age as well, so you can literally take a break for like 10 years, come back to it and start all over again, and you can still be successful. Perseverance is probably the key to success. You have to keep persevering no matter what. If you want it bad enough, you will keep going. I truly feel like everyone will, it's inevitable that everyone in this industry will experience rejection at some point or the other, and it will make them stronger. So I think the bottom line is believing in yourself and just making sure that you don't consistently wallow in the rejections. Try and turn them into something positive and carry on reaching for those stars. I get so deep in these like pep talks, but I think I'm just speaking on behalf of like all performers, because I feel like it's a network that you have to bring each other up. You don't want to be putting people down, you want to be pulling them up. Back in the day, I was a very sensitive soul, and I think over the years, rejections and successes have strengthened me. And hopefully this video will help anyone out there as well. Even if I've just helped you in a tiny way, then that's great, and I really hope that I can do that. So that's Pep Talks with Knowles for today. Feet, Christmas tree, and annoying cat, wherever he's gone. Oh, you're lying down now, are you? Very nice. You're not making a noise now, it's come to the end of the video. That was my little pep talk for today, all about handling rejection, understanding it, and knowing that it's mostly never anything that you have done. Very little things that you can't control, and trusting the timing of your life. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said at the start, please give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and click subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and the odd singing video as well, which I will get around to uploading very soon. So I'll be doing some covers of some songs and stuff, so stick around for that. Other than that, happy December everybody. I hope you're all feeling festive. I'll also be vlogging my Panto as well, so there'll be some backstage footage and stuff of the goings on of Panto. I'm in Snow White this year at the Grange Theatre in Oldham. I'm very excited about it. I love Panto at Christmas. It's so festive and fun and amazing. I'm playing Snow White. She's my fave. If you want to come and see me, if you live in the Northwest and fancy a little trip to the Grange Theatre, I shall also leave the link below in the description box. So give that a click and you can get a ticket. It'd be nice to see you. If you do decide to come, let me know and I'll come and say hello at stage door. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye from me. See you again soon.